Oh, we're still awaiting the decision of the pretrial chamber. So there are 60 days from the end of the confirmation of charges hearing. So more or less at the latest, that will be April 30, or it can be earlier than April 30.
Okay.
Nag-happy birthday ba kayo, attorney? Nag-happy birthday ba kayo?
Nag-happy birthday po kami sa ibang mga mga biktima
Ibang may
po.
birthday.
So yung 60 days...
Pero walang no?
Go, Ami.
Sige, Ed.
So
Hindi,
yung...
tatanong ko lang ako ano nangyari. Kasi hindi nagpunta doon yung mga anak, di ba? Wala, hindi sila nakapunta. Walang birthday celebration doon, Attorney?
Nasa sa kanila na yan kung may birthday celebration.
Pero hindi, ibig ko sabihin, hindi pinapayagan yun ng di ba? Doon sa prison.
Hindi, not inside, Oo po.
At, the other pending question, attorney, is remember the prosecutor questioned the Filipino lawyers that were there at the confirmation of charges hearing and what their roles were. I wonder if there's been any progress to that.
Well, Regina, there's already a publicly redacted version of the defense comment on it. And I think they already stated na there's no access for these 6 lawyers on the confidential information, as well as no access to Mr. Duterte.
And meaning the chamber doesn't have to rule on anything with regards to that. That's the end of the matter.
Yes, no need for the chamber to rule on it because the defense already stated what the prosecution has been wanting to be stated on the record.
Okay. So how are you feeling? I mean, we have no idea at all when it comes to ICC procedures, but it's do they usually take up all 60 days post confirmation of charges hearing, or is this kind of a timeline normal still?
But this is normal because there's 60 days under the regulations. And then I think there's really a need also for the pretrial chamber to look at the evidence presented during the confirmation of charges, as well as the law and the facts. That's why that's the need for the 60 days. But it can come earlier than that.
Attorney, may balita ba kayo dun sa arrest warrants for the co-perpetrators, for some of the co-perpetrators? Kasi mag-April na, iniintay ng mga tao kung ano mangyayari.
Naku, Ami, wala talaga kaming balita dyan, kasi talagang tikom ang mga bibig po ng any ICC official. Kasi we know naman that the application for an arrest warrant is under seal. It's actually secret for the rules.
Kamusta naman, attorney, nangyayari sa labas? Nandiyan pa rin ba yung mga different groups for or against the trial na nag-mobilize?
Ronald, di ko talaga alam dun sa dahig kasi nasa Philippines na po ako Pero I presume na if there's any mobilization, there's actually there's a need for notice Dutch government for that.
So just waiting lang kayo. Naghihintay lang talaga kayo.
Opo, talagang naghihintay lang po kami at nagpe-prepare din po kami.
Sir, going back to Ami's question earlier, I know you said nga it's under seal as far as arrest warrants are concerned. Pero kasi siyempre for a lot of us, a big question yung kay Bato de Rosa. November pa, actually earlier pa na November last year nung unang chismis na na may arrest warrant na against him. And we're all in limbo. It's already March. Well, going into April, 5 going 6 months na. We're all in limbo as to whether or not there really is an arrest warrant, and whether it's just waiting to be served at the appropriate time or it's still not yet released. Is there any way that we can find out, or talagang that's out of the question?
Actually, technically speaking, Ed, no one really knows outside of the ICC if there's an arrest warrant. So I think this is mere conjecture and hypothesis. But if there's already an arrest warrant, then it will be issued through the proper channels,
Yeah.
and that is through a diffusion notice, that will be sent to the Philippine government, So I don't really know if there's a diffusion notice already, and if there was any, the Philippine government should already have confirmed it.
Pero attorney, pwede ba na alam na lang Interpol yan? Or they're also waiting?
Malalaman po niyan, Ronald, through the Interpol, through a diffusion notice. Oo. So, kailan ba nangyaring diffusion notice, no? If it's an international tribunal such as the ICC. Kasi directed po yan sa state concerned. Hindi po yan ipapalabas sa 196 state members ng Interpol. So, the fact na mukhang wala pang sinasabi yung
Secret.
gobyerno about that diffusion notice, baka wala pa as of now.
But is the host government required to make public the diffusion notice, or is it only required to make it public after
No.
it is served?
Okay, and hindi naman siya required to say that. Oo, you're right on that. So, baka for tactical purposes, baka i-serve na lang po siya if ever there's a diffusion notice.
Alam
In
ko yun
fact,
ang
required
purpose
yung
ng
secrecy
diffusion
kapag
notice.
diffusion
Para hindi
Para nga hindi makatakbo yung ina-arrest.
hindi makatakbo yung huhulihin. Kaya talagang nakatago yan. Yung diffusion
Kaya sa
notice.
secret.
Para hindi bigyan ng advance warning yung huhulihin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir,
Attorney, did you
Go.
have a role in selecting the victims?
At dun po sa mga victims participants po, talagang pre-trial chamber po yan, yung nag-approve, and it's through under the registry, Yung registry po, meron po silang process for that. It's through the VPRS, Victim Participation and Reparation Section.
Yes.
Then, eventually po, ay bibigay po yung mga pangalan sa pre-trial chamber. Now, the names of the victims are never disclosed actually to the prosecution as well as to the defense. It's only the pre-trial chamber and the registry who knows their names.
So it's based on the investigation of the pre-trial chamber, yung
It's-
napili ng mga victims.
Opo, it's based po sa intervention at sa report na kinokonduct po ng registry, And under the registry, it's the VPRS.
Could you confirm how many registered victims there are now for this particular case? Remember, there was a time when I think the figure was 42, was it, or 45? Na
It's the admitted victims are 539. There are 539 admitted victims.
but specifically,
539 na.
but specifically
Opo.
for this case, how many will any of them be allowed to testify, or are you going to use any representative sample? Remember, there was a controversy several months ago, over the number of victims that are being tagged to this case.
Okay, in order for me to answer that, it actually presupposes the number one, it actually proceeded to trial, and we're still awaiting that
Yeah.
decision. And number two, the common legal representative for victims, we still have to confer, as to how many number of victims will be presented.
Okay.
Attorney, sinong
Pero may
pipili? Sino
pinangalanan na, di
pumipili?
ba? May
ng,
pinangalanan na publicly named some of the victims. At kaya ko tinatanong tong victim kasi I understand some of those named were the Parojinogs and sino yung mayor na pinatay dun sa
Espinosa po.
Kerwin
if I'm-
Espinosa.
Si Espinosa. Yeah.
Opo.
Kasama sila. They have been publicly named. Tama ba yun?
Actually, yung publicly named po during the confirmation of charges hearing, yung mga incidents po ng
Yes.
murder. So, and I think that's under yung sa count 2, yung high value targets, But if you notice, dun sa count 3, which is the barangay clearance operations, wala pong na-name, except yung si Ian Lloyd de los Santos. So, because of the sensitivity of the matter po.
Attorney,
Yes,
sinong
Ronald?
pumipili
Opo.
sa magre-represent sa victims dyan sa trial? Sino, halimbawa, yung confirmation hearing ay may dalawang abogado na nagre-represent ng victims. So, pero may mga ibang abogado kasi na nandyan. Di ba? also representing victims. So who chooses yung magsasalita? Paano, men? Nababalitaan kasi akong konting dynamics.